Hello. In this point, I would actually want us to check on the count of products. So we are actually interested with the count of products. So to actually obtain the count of products, let's say, for example, you can check that we have carrots here. We also do have carrots there. We also do have carrots somewhere down here. You can check carrots here. And we also have carrots there. So assuming that we would like to obtain the count, that is how many products called carrots do we actually have in our table. So 1, and you can check that we also have 2 here. We also do have 3. We have another, this is 4. We also have 5, and this is 6. We have this one as 7, 8. Then we also do have 9. Then this is 10. Then this is 11. Then this is 12. Then this is 13. Then this is 14. Then 15. Then 16. 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the count of carrots in our case is actually equivalent to 26. How about the count of broccoli, the count of bananas, the count of beans, the count of oranges? Just like that. So how will we actually do this by using the pivot tables? It's actually very simple. So before we actually continue, kindly do subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my X account so that we can build this platform or this account together. So let's actually go. So what you are going to do here is to obtain the sum of amount, that's the total amount by products. Yes, then we now convert that total amount or the sum amount of products into count of products. So let's first start by obtaining the sum of amount by product. We had already seen this, but let's actually repeat so that we can convert that sum of amount into count. Let's actually see how that goes. So let's obtain the amount by products. So drag the amount into the values as usual, then drag the product into the rows, just like that. So you can just double click on these row labels here so that you can have it as products, just like that. Hit enter on the keyboard. That's it. So we have the products there, yes, and we also have the sum of amounts here. So remember, if you actually double click on the row labels and actually edit, then it actually means you will be editing in all the reports which actually relate to this pivot table. Yes. So you will be editing in all of them. So remember, I actually edited in the first one. That's why I'm actually editing as you go ahead. Otherwise, if you never edited, yes, then you will never edit again. You will just be receiving something here called the row labels. So you will have the row labels, then the sum of amount. But because I had actually edited in my case, then I will continue editing, because if I don't actually edit the next one, then the next one will actually have these row labels as products. So in this point, I would actually want us to change this count so that we can have a different item, which is actually the count. So we would like to obtain the count of apples, the count of bananas, the count of beans, the count of broccoli, the count of carrots, the count of mango, and the count of oranges. So how do we actually do that? So to actually do that, you come to this point here for the values and you actually check that we have sum of amount. So you click on this down arrow here. After clicking on that down arrow, we have what you call the value field settings. Click on the value field settings, then you can actually check that we have what you call the count. So click on the count there, then hit on OK. Just like that. Now you can actually check that for the carrots, we have 27, which is actually okay. For the apples, we have 40. For the bananas, we have 71. For the beans, we have 13. For the broccoli, we have 27. For the carrots, we have 27 again. For the mangoes, we have 11. And for the oranges, we have 24. That's it. Now, what if we would also want to obtain the average of amount by product? So instead of us obtaining this count, we would like to obtain the average of apples. That's the average amount for the apples, average amount for the bananas, average amount for the beans, average for the broccoli, average for the carrots, average for the mangoes, and average for the beans, and average for the oranges. How do we do that? So before we actually check on that, allow me to actually bring you to this point here. I'll actually be receiving work on the templates. This is actually a monthly retainer for the templates. So I'll actually receive your work. Then I do that work. I design the templates. Then I manage the templates and get you the results. That is, I deliver at $50 every month. Apart from that, you can also get me this one-time task. Let's say, for example, the ultimate business dashboard templates, which actually goes at $19. Personal finance templates and budget trackers at $12. Inventory management system templates at $17. AI-powered reporting templates, $22. HR and payroll trackers, $19. Sales performance trackers at $15. So you can actually check that the prices are fairly good. Down here, I'll also be receiving the projects from your end. Let's say, for example, for the monthly retainer, we have a monthly subscription. So if your work actually runs every month, you will have this monthly subscription. Cloud in Excel prompting, dashboards and charts, automation, pivot tables and models, Power BI, financial forecast, templates management, all this work at $550 a month. And for the one-time task, let's say the AI-powered dashboard designs, it will actually go at $150. AI data analysis and insights, $200. AI automation and smart macros, $250. AI enhanced Power BI reports at $300. Prices fairly good. Now you can also get access to my courses on my Google Drive account. And to access them on the Google Drive account, you have to pay $100. This is actually limited for the first 25 clients. So $100 and you get all this premium content on my Google Drive account. My website is actually on hold a bit, but it will be back very soon. I'll actually notify you. But when the website is actually back, you won't actually lose the access to these courses. Your access will actually be shifted from the Google Drive account into the website. So you won't actually pay an extra fee. So imagine getting all this at $100 when the bill is actually going at $945. So from $945 all the way to $100. This is actually my email. So reach me out so that we can actually talk business. So on this point here, I would actually want us to obtain the average of amount by product. So how do we actually go about that? We have to come to this point here for the values. Then click also on this down arrow here on the count of amount. Click on value field settings like that. Then select on average. After selecting on the average, hit on OK. And this is now the average for the apples. This is also the average for the bananas, the average for the beans, the average for the broccolis, the average for the carrots, the average for the mangoes, and the average for the oranges. Just like that. You can also format this so that you can give a dollar formatting. So click on the down arrow there, value field settings. Then you have what you call the number format. Click on the number format there. Then on this point here, we can give a currency formatting. Then 2 decimal places, which is actually okay in my case. Then I just hit on OK. And you'll actually see that the moment I hit on OK there, you will have those currencies formatted like that to 2 decimal places and then given the US dollar formatting. So that's all. Let's also check on the pivot table part 5 in the next video.